Hey everybody, Ryan here at etrailer. Today on our 2020 Subaru Forester, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness. One thing I think is pretty cool about this wiring is that you can actually mount it outside permanently next to your hitch, or you can actually keep it on the inside of your Subaru out of the weather and out of the elements. Our customer today has chosen to keep it stored on the inside, and it's still going to be really easy to use and get to. If you just lift up your floor covering, you can actually just keep it balled up here in the storage compartment. Now, with it being on the inside, whenever you are ready to use it, all you have to do is simply just drape it over your threshold here, and anywhere along the threshold where there is a rubber seal is fine, other than one area, and that area is this latch here. You want to be sure to avoid that. With that being said, kind of lay it flat, then you simply just close your hatch on it. Now, if you do choose to permanently mount this outside, this does come with a nice thick dust cap, and that's going to help prevent any moisture from getting inside and potentially corroding the terminals. Now, I do recommend from time to time to actually put some dielectric grease in those terminals just to kind of take it a step further. Now, the whole purpose of this trailer wiring is to provide your trailer with the necessary lighting functions to not only remain safe, but legal as well. So it's going to give us those running lights, our brake lights, and our turn signals. Now, the wiring is actually going to come with the module box, and that's a really good thing, especially since it plugs more or less directly into your factory wiring. And what that module box is going to do is protect your factory wiring if a short or any electrical issue like that were to occur on your trailer side. Now, something I just want to mention, if you do plan on running this outside to your hitch, there's multiple different brackets available here at etrailer. That way you can get it mounted up. Now, as far as the installation goes, it is really straightforward. It doesn't take hardly any time at all. You should have no problem getting it done in your garage or even in your driveway. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do that together now. To begin our installation, we're going to be here at the back of our Subaru, and we're going to need to open up our hatch. We're going to need to remove our floor coverings. So these simply just lift up, and we can pull them out and set it to the side. Once we have that main one off, we can grab this center foam piece, and again, take this out too. And over here on the driver's side, you can take out this little piece too. And then this foam piece is going to have to come out as well. There's going to be two push pin style fasteners. If you grab a trim panel tool or a flathead screwdriver, kind of pry underneath the head of it. And I like to just put a little downward pressure with my finger. You can pop it up just like that. And the same thing for this one. With them out of the way, take a foam piece and set it to the side. With our foam tray out of the way, we can now locate our factory plug. It's going to be right here, and it's going to be kind of taped to itself, so you can kind of just pull it away and free up that plug so we have some room to work. And now at this point, we can grab our trailer wiring and start to get it hooked up. So at one end of our new trailer wiring, we're going to have a plug. This is simply just match up with this factory one. That clip together. Then we're going to have a white wire with a pre-attached ring terminal. And this is going to get grounded. So we'll just pick a thick spot here on the sheet metal, the body of our vehicle. Out of the way. And the kit's going to come with the self-tapping screw, so that's what we're going to use to secure it. And with that plugged in and grounded, if you find our fuse holder, we're going to take the included fuse and get that plugged in. So I went ahead and kind of cleaned up and secured our wiring as well as our module box. Now the kit does come with some two-sided sticky tape. However, I opted just to use some zip ties and zip tied everything to that factory wire. That way it's a little more secure. We know that zip ties, chances of it breaking are really slim. As opposed to that two-sided tape, sometimes that can break loose, and then you got everything back here rattling around. Now this wiring does live inside of our vehicle whenever we're not using it, but if you'd prefer to actually have this mounted on the outside down by your hitch, if you use it a lot, or just prefer the convenience of it already being down there, you can run this outside. And if you actually remove the spare tire from the compartment in here, there will be a couple of grommets that are pretty large that you could pull out, run your wiring down through the bottom side of the car, put that grommet back in, and then you can mount this outside to your hitch. Before we put all of our panels back together, it's a good idea to test our wiring. I'm using a tester you can find here at etrailer, or you could always just plug into your trailer. That being said, we'll try our left turn, our right turn, our running lights, as well as our brake lights. So I went ahead and just set my foam compartments back in. I like to run our wiring through this little crack here, and you can kind of just ball it up and keep it in this storage area. Then you can go ahead and just put this last piece back in position. And that'll finish up our look at and our installation of the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness on our 2020 Subaru Forester.